Hi guys, welcome back to Making Joyful Journals. I'm Anna G. Today we are working on a true junk journal, one that's being made only of what would be considered trash, rubbish, garbage, things that you would not normally use, things that you would just throw away. So I have a lot of that I've collected a lot of it, more than a year's worth, and it's time to start using all of it, or as much as I can. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm pulling out all of my packaging. I've got gift wrapping that I've saved. I got parts of greeting cards, magazines, um, packaging from food. And again, as I had mentioned in another video, when I was saying I was going to start doing this, um, I don't want to use food wrappers that have like staining on them. So I try to find all of my packaging. I always try to save packaging that has no staining of any kind. I want clean garbage. If you know, I'm going to try to make a trashy but classy journal. So I'm pulling out some of the things I've got. I've even got brown wrapping packaging and all kinds of boxes. I even found some old plastic from dry cleaners and things that you would normally just throw away. So I'm pulling all of that out and I've got a lot of it. And see this club box that you see, the club cracker box, that was going to be my cover. So we're going to use that because it's got a really thick, it's going to become my spine. It's got a really thick spine. I want to say it's like 4 or 4.5 inches thick. So I thought, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to use all of my packaging, get all of it in there, and it won't be such a gator mouth. It'll just be a big spined book. So I've got more packaging and more packaging. So I'll let you keep watching and we'll see how it works out. So as you can see, I've got a lot of scrap paper, old magazine, sheet music that I had used in other projects. And so this is just all stuff that I've been holding on to. I've got book pages from books that I have taken apart. And so if I could, I would use all of it. But I know that I can't. So I'm going to try to use as much of it as I can. And I'm going to not try to use any new things. I'm only going to try to use things that were either thrifted, things that were recycled, things that were not taken out of the garbage, but things that were never put in the garbage because I had planned on using them to make something out of it. So here I am. I've sped up the video a little bit just so that it won't be such a time consuming video, but I wanted to use this um, cracker box, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is awesome. It's going to be thick. It's going to be very, very sturdy, and I'll be able to use all of my hard chipboard and packaging, all of my boxes, and put them as pages because I want to try to use as much of my stuff as I can before it goes out in the garbage because Monday's garbage day and what I don't use is going to have to go into the garbage. I just can't hold on to it anymore. Do any of you have that kind of problem where you just, I want to use it, but I don't know how to use it yet, so you hold on to it? So being a junk journaler, it's awesome because you get a lot of free stuff because it's already packaging. It's stuff that you didn't really have, well, you paid for it when you bought the merchandise, but it's stuff that you don't have to pay in addition to. And so, I know a lot of people are doing all the Ollie's hauls, and I am too. I've been to Ollie's. In fact, I want to go back again, but I know that not everyone has an Ollie's in their area. And so you want to make something classy, something that's, using paper crafting, and you don't have an Ollie's or there's no more Joanne. So all your only choices are Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and any other like online purchases that you make. So I'm trying to think of ways of how can you make stuff with just the things that you have in your house. And this is what this is all about. So as you can see, this is going to be a really thick spine. and I even put like a reinforcement. I was thinking about making it into a hidden spine. I'm not quite sure about that. And I even have a lot of the new things that I'm going to be using will be, of course, the glue, any thread if I'm sewing anything, and tape, and let me see, what else did I want to use? Oh, paint. If I have any paint or markers, I want to, those will be new items. Now, what you see me do here is I'm trying to build like a gusset so that the book, when it's closed, will not be such a gator mouth. And I'm trying to think ahead because I know I've got a lot of packaging to use. I found a bunch of perfume boxes, cologne boxes. Those are really pretty boxes, and so I've been holding on to them for quite a while, and so I want to use those in this. But do you see that here? This is when I discovered that this has an oil stain here. And I know that it may get covered up, but I know that it's there. So I don't want to use it. So after all that effort, I'm going to have to not use that piece. And it's like really faint, but you can see it when the camera's not really picking it up. It's right there. Yeah, right there. And I know it's going to bother me, even if I cover it. So it's like, okay, on to plan B. And here is a box. And these, I actually like you know what got me on this one is the colors on the box. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Life cereal, but I just like the color teal. I like the color of the letters in the word life. And do any of you get caught up by packaging and buy things just because the packaging is beautiful? I know I tend to do that. And I think advertisement and marketing firms, they know that too, so they for sure make everything beautiful. And then I don't want to throw it away because I'm thinking, oh, I can use it. Now this piece of this cereal box is not as sturdy as that cracker box is, so I'm going to reinforcement by using the parts of the cracker box that didn't have any staining, and I'm going to glue those on these flaps to make them stronger. And I'm also thinking of possibly making it um, a wider spine. I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking of, because I've got so many pieces. So it may be where instead of making just one big journal, I may end up making two smaller journals because I've got a lot of stuff and I want to use it all. I don't want to throw anything away if I don't have to. So here I'm making a gusset again. It's something that I had seen another YouTuber, another crafter, when she was making her books, she actually adds that little extra score line there, so that, and if you look at real books, real books that are already out on the market, you'll see that when the spine is connected to the flaps, the front and the back cover, the back and front physical covers, that there's always like a little dip there. So it's like almost like reenacting that. So here I'm deciding I'm going to reinforce the spine. So this is a part of the cracker box that's super thick and it's completely clean. So I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to glue that. Well, I'm thinking about, I don't know if I glue it. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue it or if I'm going to do it as a hidden spine. I'm still thinking about that. So keep on watching, and I'll put a little bit of light music to keep you company. If you don't like the music, just turn it down, and then I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, thanks. So things are starting to take shape now, and I even found I'm finding all kinds of stuff. I'm sure if you look in your stash, you probably find all kinds of stuff, or maybe you're really good about throwing stuff away. I just feel like if I saved it, it's got a purpose. So hopefully you're enjoying this video. If this is something you would like to continue seeing, give it a thumbs up, and that will be a voting for me to continue this series. Until I see you again, take care. God bless you. Bye for now.